Okay, so here is the actual Zprobe end stop. You can see it's just a zip tie, and I just yank on this thing here, and it pulls it tight up against the extruder. So it's really pretty simple. Okay, so here we have the Zprobe attached. It's sitting a few millimeters above the bed. So now I'm going to issue the G29 command, which will probe the bed at 3 points and then calculate a transformation matrix. Okay, so we're pretty much done. We can see that looks like the first point was at 2.0 millimeters, second was at 2.01, and third was at 2.01. So the bed's actually pretty level. So I'm going to adjust the bed right now and make it not quite so level. This is the underside of the M2, and here's the screws that we use to actually level the bed. It's currently pretty much level, so let's change that. Okay, so I've altered that a pretty large amount. I think you would agree. Let's go ahead and change one of these. And let's change this other one. So there we go. The bed should now be quite unlevel. So let's go ahead and do a G29 and see what happens. Okay, looks like we've got first points at 2.41, second point's at 2.95, and the third point's at 1.86. So I think you'd agree those are all significantly off. We've got more than 1 millimeter of displacement, over 50 millimeters of travel, so because all the points are 50 millimeters apart, so that's a pretty unlevel bed. So theoretically now it should be good to go. So I'm going to now switch back to here, and I'm going to just remove the Zprobe. Then I'm going to home it, and then we're going to do a print. And I need two hands to do that, so I'm going to end this footage right here. Okay, so here I've got it kind of just hanging out now. I've removed the Zprobe, so let's try jogging it left and right a couple times. I'm going to jog it to the left by 100 millimeters. So here we go. You'll note that it sounds very different, and that's because it can't accelerate as fast as it normally would, because it's limited by how fast the Z-axis can accelerate to the required speed. And then let's jog it to the left. So works okay. Notice that it moves the Z-axis along with the X. Same with the Y. So if we and there we go. And theoretically, if I were to make a really long Z-axis move, it should also move the X and Y axis to correct for those as well. Okay, so now we're up to temp and time to print. Kind of strange listening to it accelerate so slowly. So far the first layer looks pretty decent. I think I might have had my overall layer height a bit low on the first layer, so it kind of smushed it. Okay, so here we're about halfway done with the calibration cube. So far it looks like it's doing a pretty good job. Probably can't see from the video, but it actually looks pretty darn good. So I'll check back when it's done. Okay, so here's our calibration cube, and let's go ahead and remove it. Can. My first layer must have been really kind of low, which is why it's important that you adjust your regular Z end stop so that the point at which you home is just touching it. There we go. I don't know if you can see. Quality's not too bad. So there we go. That's our calibration cube printed on a very unlevel bed.